Hello and welcome to episode 7. I'm Frank Knowles, and today what we're going to be showing you, or I'm going to be showing you, is, I'll have to admit, it's a little disgusting, but Halloween kind of has all kind of stuff. So what I'm going to show you today is how to make fake vomit. We can get away with a lot of stuff at Halloween, so why not get away with fake vomit? It just kind of goes with it. So after searching long and hard, I figured out my own formula to get it, and it works pretty well. I actually did this at work, and they even called environmental hazards to come clean it up. They thought it was so real. So if I can make it real, you can too. If the cameraman will come zoom in on one example of my fake vomit, you'll get a good feel for it. It's pretty gross looking, but it's effective, and that's what we want. So the ingredients that we need are really simple. You don't need but really 3 of them. So if the cameraman will come over here, I'll show you what I used. The first thing I used was DAP. It's acrylic latex caulk plus silicone, and it's an indoor-outdoor silicone, and the color you want is almond. So you can get this at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. Let's see. The other thing I use is Color Place clear all-purpose silicone sealant, and I get this at Walmart. It's really inexpensive. It's about $2. So, and the third ingredient is just sponges. So I get these sponges at Walmart. You can get them at a grocery store. I got some kind of just natural colored sponges, and then some that are kind of whitish. And that's what I'm going to use to make the fake vomit actually look chunky. So the first thing I do, if the cameraman will come over, I'm going to squirt out a generous portion, and you also need a caulking gun too. So I'm going to squirt out a generous portion of the clear silicone. And this is nice because it dries pretty quickly. It's ready in a day. And it also leaves a wet finish. So once I'm finished with the clear, I'm going to take it out, if I can get it out. Just a minute, hold on. A little mechanical, there we go. Alright, so you take that one out. I'm now going to put in the almond one, and you get it ready. And you don't put much of this. So I'm going to squirt just a little bit of that. Alright, stop it, and then release this. Alright, eject that, and then what I also do to keep these from drying up, I just use like a roofing nail, and I put in the top of them, and that really does seal them pretty well. So I'll just stop both of those up. Now, the next step is I'm going to just sprinkle some of these sponges in there. This stuff, if you get it on your hands, it comes off pretty easily. You just wash it. Do that in there, and then I just use a wooden dowel or a stick, and I'm just going to mix both of these together. And I also use this, I forgot to tell you, on wax paper. It comes off pretty quickly when it's dry. It doesn't stick to it too much. So I'm just going to fold in the almond colored caulk with the clear caulk with the sponges, and it takes a little working and kneading. I don't recommend doing this with your hands because it really gets very goopy that way. So you just knead it. Just keep mixing it until it's all blended in pretty well. And again, this doesn't take long at all. You probably also want to do this outdoors or in a well-ventilated area because it does have an odor to it while it's drying. It doesn't smell when it's dry, but in the process, when it's still damp, it doesn't smell real good. And then what I like to do is I don't want it perfectly circular because vomit doesn't form a neat circle. So I'm going to kind of spread it out in just a mixed up kind of way. Then what I'm going to also do is I'm going to put a little more of the clear on because what I like to have it do is look wet on the top. And with this, it does leave a little wetness to it. And I'll just smooth this over a little bit. So parts will look wet, parts won't. Now, the next step that I'll do is I fold the wax paper over and start to press it down. In this way, you can move it out to whatever shape you want and get the desired thickness. So I like to have mine pretty thin so it looks a little bit runny. I know that's disgusting, but so be it. And when I've got it flattened out like what I want, I just peel the wax paper off. And if you want a little more wetness, which I think I do, I'll just squirt a little here and there. Get that. Then I'll just use the dowel and kind of smooth it, or you know what's easier is just go back with your wax paper, kind of rub it in a little bit, not too much, like that. Peel it back off, and there you have kind of the wet look on it, if you can get a close-up on that. And then all I do now is I'll take this outside and let it dry. And again, if you can pan over to the finished product, that's what it's going to look like. Give it about 24 hours to dry. It'll probably take less than that. And that's what you get. It's great for practical jokes. When it is dry, simply what you do is, I can't do it now, but you'll peel it off the wax paper. And it's probably good to do it a little bit before it's completely dry so it doesn't stick to the paper, but if it does, you can just peel the wax paper off. So that is the conclusion of episode 7 on fake vomit. And again, if you want to go to my website, there's my website, colorfulcreations.net, and it's got my internet address and phone number. Have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. So enjoy making this gross little product. I think you'll have a hoot with it. Talk to you later. Bye.